Hi, my name is Michelle Collins, and I'll be reading a story called Popcorn by Frank Ash. I chose to read this book because both of my kids love it. I've probably read it to my 9-year-old about 1,000 times, and now my 2-year-old is wanting me to read it to him every night. One fall night, Mama and Papa Bear went to a Halloween party and left Sam home alone. So he called up his friends and invited them to his house for his own Halloween party. While he waited for his friends to arrive, he made himself a costume. The first to arrive was Betty. "I brought some popcorn for the party," she said. The second to arrive was Billy. He brought popcorn too. Bernie, Bonnie, and Buster also brought popcorn. In fact, everybody brought popcorn. The party was lots of fun. When Betty said, "Hey, let's pop all that popcorn," everyone thought it was a good idea. With some help from his friends, Sam lifted Mama Bear's great big kettle on the kitchen stove and poured in all the popcorn. He added some oil and salt and turned on the stove. Soon it began to pop. Pop, pop, pop. There was so much popcorn, it quickly filled the kettle and spilled out onto the floor. There was so much popcorn, it filled the whole kitchen. It spilled out into the living room, it filled all the rooms downstairs, and crept upstairs. There was so much popcorn, it filled the whole house. What happened? Help! Who turned out the lights? Where did everybody go? Some party! Get me out of here! Everybody wanted to go home, but Sam said, "No, you've got to stay and help me get rid of all this popcorn or I'll be in big trouble." Munch, crunch, munch, crunch, munch, crunch, munch, crunch, crunch, gulp. They ate and 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 ate until all the popcorn was gone. "I don't care if I ever see another piece of popcorn in my whole life," said Buster. "I feel like my stomach is going to burst," said Betty. "Mine too," said Bobby. Sam felt the sickest of all. He said goodnight to his friends and cleaned up and went to bed. Later that night, Mama and Papa Bear came home. "Wake up," they said. "We brought you a present." "What is it?" asked Sam. "Popcorn," they replied.